How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massive Beer Reviews, back with a little bit of double dry hopped hopeful goodness in form of Finback Brewing. It is their Whale Watching. It's a double dry hopped India Pale Ale with Citro, Mosaic Galaxy, 007, and Nelson hops, coming in at 8.5% alcohol by volume. This comes courtesy of my boy Kyle. Sent me off a bunch of Brooklyn Jammers. It's been a while since I've had a Finback beer, so we'll see what's what. Got that nice rich haziness going on here. Label-wise, it's cool. It really is kind of reminded me of, as I said in the unboxing, Massive Potions, which is kind of a beer-based kind of comic that's written by Ken Weaver, a longtime industry writer in the beer world, and it's kind of very similar to his kind of logo. So it kind of took me, I don't know, by surprise when I opened it up. That, my friends, is rich darkness. It's not as malt color, kind of oxidative looking as it is in real life. I'm doing this filming outside, but I'm using like a little umbrella here. The way that light kind of works, if I kind of hold it out in the light, you guys can probably see the more natural color of the beer. Out here, you know, it has that kind of typical kind of hazy glow to it, so it probably comes off a little bit darker than it actually looks like in real life. But she has that rich kind of haziness to her. Quarter pinky finger just off white head. Let's even get a nose. Yeah, that doesn't suck. Ooh, yeah, that swirl. That swirl brought it all out. So, I mean, it really had this rich kind of mango, tropical fruit kind of vibe. Maybe a little bit of stone fruit, a little bit of peachiness kind of thrown in there. Once I give it a swirl, all this greenness popped out of the beer to where it has this kind of, this rich kind of sharp kind of green, not even hop pellet, more like a grassy kind of note to it. Smells super vibrant, smells super aggressive, smells super tasty. We'll see what's what. Let's dive in. Cheers. That's nice. I mean, that's a hefty beer. It's a dense beer, almost feels heavy when you hold it. It's rich, it's thick. It's that turkey gravy, soupy kind of thing going on there, but it brings along with a lot of hefty, robust, dense flavors. Again, mango, stone fruit, gobs of it thrown at you. That cool kind of grassy component leans a little more like pulling weed, tomato stockiness in the actual taste. It's not as big as you would think based off of the nose, especially having that swirl when it just kind of hit me in the face, but it's definitely there. It's more fruit juice leaning, very hefty, very dense, probably a little bit too thick for me when it comes to an IPA. Especially, 8.5%. I guess it's around what I would want or expect at the ABV. But what it does is ends up taking this beer and bringing it from a let me drink a whole can to my head to let me share this with somebody. That's where it goes. It's a hefty beer, a dense beer. This is not like not to be confused with a session beer. And I'm going to sit here and I say that's a positive for me because there's so many 8.5% New England style, double dry hop, hazy, this, that, and the other thing kind of beers nowadays that are exactly the opposite. What they do is they end up being, drinking way lower than their weight class. These 8.5% beers come off more like a 5% beer. That is not the case here. You're just getting a big, rich, robust, probably drinking above its weight class, probably drinking more like a triple IPA, but in a kind of double IPA sense. I love that. I dig that. That's what I kind of lay my hat on. When I drink these new school kind of hazy beers, I want them to drink appropriately to what their ABV is. That's just my personal preference, and this one is spot on, if not a little bit further. I'd rather err towards a little bit bigger than its weight class and a little bit smaller, because it ends up being, I don't know, makes more sense in my brain, I guess. Anyway, yeah, I think it's tasty, delicious. Exactly what I want from a big kind of soupy, dense New England style IPA. Done and done. Let's talk about it. It's one of the better double IPAs I've had as of late. If I put it just in that blank category, I don't think it's going to be up there. It's definitely worthy of the conversation. I don't think it's going to be up there. But if I say, is it one of the more hefty, robust, kind of like, 2x4 to the face, like screaming at me, double IPA, and it's up there. It's almost Mount Rushmore status. And that's a good thing. Those beers have their places, and sometimes I want those. Obviously, you don't know what they're going to be unless you dive into them, or if you have a 4-pack and you cracked one previously. But it's working right now. I'm in shade. If I was in the hot sun, it might be a little bit different. But yeah, tasty stuff. Value and availability. Finback can be found. I can see them in and around New York, so they can be had. The state, even, not just New York City. No idea on the price on this. So, Kyle, if you want to let me know what's what, and leave you with if you like what we like this. If you like your big, hefty, soupy, dense, turbid, all the catch-all words kind of IPAs, then you'll like this one because that's what this one is: big, soupy, and turbid. I just like the word turbid. What can I say? Yeah, good stuff. Thank you very much, Kyle. Very cool, yeah. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive. You want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a little big dense thing. Little big dense. Because that makes sense. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.